What's up, guys? I've got another LS2 Vet here today. It's got an A&A supercharger on it, on pump gas, and nice cam. Should put down some good power. I don't think we're going to dyno it today, but we're going to do a street tune on it. It's got a highly high RAM on it, typical stuff. So I put a base tune on this thing, and the guy's got an MPVI device. He lives about 45 minutes away-ish. And I was like, hey, I can do a remote tune on it. And so I guess in order to get it done quicker, we're just gonna drop it off today. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish it up. So I'm kind of halfway through it already. I figured you guys would enjoy an LS2 Vet just as much as I do. The guy's a little taller than me. There we go. Oh yeah, we're good, okay. Sweet. It is way easier to do a tune in person than it is to do remote. He said it would, like, you go to pass somebody and it would kind of like load up. And I was like, okay, just come drop it off. You know, like I'll take care of it like that. Not a big deal, you know. Yeah, we have conflicting schedules. You know, he's a business owner, I'm a business owner, so not a big deal. So found some time today. We're gonna knock it out. Nice windy Oklahoma day. So I'm gonna figure out what he was talking about and just finish the tune. He's got a wideband already installed. Got a fuel pressure gauge and a boost gauge, so cool beans. But yeah, when I first got a hold of this car, this thing would not run. The tune was all sorts of jacked up in it and stuff, so I 2-bar OS'd it, which he got a tune from somebody, and I'm probably gonna make another video on this kind of stuff. It was a 2-bar tune with MAF only, so they had a dynamic error at 100. Why in the hell are you gonna put a 2-bar MAP sensor on it if you're just gonna be a lazy ass and then just run the MAF only? Look, guys, don't do that. All right, don't run just dynamic airflow at 100 RPM. What the hell's the point of that? That's not the proper way to tune anything. I don't care how long you've been doing it or whatever. Like, it's just the lazy ass way to do things. All right, so doing them the proper way. So anyway, I 2-bar OS'd it, and then we went back and forth with a couple of revisions, like just remotely. And I was like, let me just come out there real quick and like, let me put you a base tune on it, and then we can just go from there. Because he actually had oil leaks and he had some other things. He literally just wanted to get it running. And so I went out there and got it running pretty good for him and went around the block. And I was like, okay, I think we're good. Found some oil leaks. He replaced what he needed to replace. And then, so here we are today. He painted it and stuff. So he just wasn't ready for it to go out and flog on it. So now we are ready to go flog on it. So it's super rich coming in the boost, and so I'm just gonna tame that down. I wanted to comment on something. It is really, really, really aggravating to drive a fast car slow. I am currently behind an old person right now. Speed limit's 45. We're going a brisk 27 miles an hour. That is the most aggravating thing in the world. It's like, I'm trying to tune this, you know, and I'm like, okay, I need a little stretch of road here. And I'm thinking I'm getting a good little stretch of road, and I get stuck behind a, like an 09 Cadillac XTS gold package, old person. And I can see they have a radar detector in their window too. I don't think they need that. Oh man. But yeah, it's a little rich. It's a little rich. It's super rich. It brings you like a 10.0 air fuel on the air fuel gauge. So I'm gonna tone that down quite a bit, and we'll make another little part throttle pull. This thing's got a huge drone at like 2,500 RPM. Like, it is obnoxious. All right, so I leaned it up quite a bit, and it scoots pretty good. So I just passed by the house real quick. I had to drop something off, and then I'm gonna go run errands real quick, and then I'll be back on this. But it's running pretty damn good. Like, the thing's kind of a little spicy. So having trouble with it starting. I'm not sure what it is actually. It might be an airflow thing, but I'll keep playing with it. Something. It's something. I know that. These Gen 4 PCMs, they're a little different when it comes to throttle hang. They don't have like a throttle follower and a cracker and all that stuff. They have like 2 main tables that are like overall airflow type deal. I'll show you guys how to mess with that. Since we're on the subject of, you know, throttle hang and all that stuff. So appreciate all the likes and comments and stuff on the P59 one. So this one, if you're watching it, I'm gonna show you how to do it on the Gen 4. It kind of, like, I know this is an LS2 and they're a little different, but it applies to all the Gen 4 stuff. So like any of the, like the E38, E40s, the E67 and the Trailblazers, same concept, kind of the same tables in there, just a little different operating system. So I'll get pulled over and I'll show you guys how to do that. This one, it does it just a little bit. I got the lower RPM really well, but like this kind of anything past 1500, it's a little hangy. So I'm gonna adjust that. All right, so hopefully there's not a lot of glare on this. So just recording on my iPhone. So throttle hang on a Gen 4 is going to be your idle RPM, and then you got your airflow final. So it's going to be this table right here. So I have a compared one, or a stock one actually pulled up right now. You see a stock one, that's a stock table right there. And then here's your modified table. I actually need to add a little airflow right here. I'm going to add just 1 gram a second right here. And then the rest of it was actually pretty good. So you don't have to worry about too much up here, because it's going to throttle hang up here if you do that stuff. So if you add airflow up here, it's going to throttle hang. And you can see this is gear versus RPM. So no matter what it's in, that's exactly what it's going to do. And then you're going to have to mess with your startup airflow. This one's pretty extreme right now because it has a Holley high ram. And then to get it to start, I had to do this cranking spark here. And this is something I usually don't do, because the stock cranking spark usually is pretty good with these. I had to put it at 20 to make it even remotely start without me hitting the throttle. So maybe, I don't know if it's a Holley high ram thing or not, but I've never had to do that with an LS2 in my life. So here's my base idle spark right here, the coast down, and you can see the stock one right here is 13 and stuff. So I didn't really add a ton of it. So nothing crazy. Same thing with this one, you know, it's 13 stock, and I put it at 17 right there. And then the overspeed and the underspeed, I usually leave them alone for the most part. I don't make them chop, you know, like everybody likes. You can actually see I took some of it out, or I added some over here. So, but all the stuff that's down low, like I don't make them over exaggerate themselves. You know, it's kind of like sticking a banana down your pants. It's just not going to work really good. It just sounds like shit to me. It sounds like a rotary. And I don't want no street port rotary. So everything in green is what I've changed. And then it still has a stock knock settings in it and stuff. You know, and this is a 2-bar setup. We're going to go here, the main VE table. There it is right there. A little shitty up top right there. I still need to fix that. Here's the boost one right here. So it's got 2 tables, and I need to fix that step right there. But I'm not even remotely near this right now. It's only doing like 5.5 pounds of boost. So, and then the cranking VE, I had to turn it down to 45 because they would not start regardless. So there's that. That's how you do your throttle hang. You know, I know I got off track right there, but yeah, that's how you adjust your throttle hang on one of these. Is just go up and down right here. We're gonna go make a hit with it. I've made a couple of hits with it, but it was just so rich that I just kept taking it out. So I'm at the point now to where I'm kind of questioning the wideband. You gotta, like, when you're doing this stuff, you can't always trust what you're seeing if other things are saying something else too. So for instance, this one, especially on a boosted vehicle, actually going wide open throttle and stuff, I will pay attention to the cylinder air mass, okay? The higher the number, the more the airflow is, and all. Like, it's just a calculation of how GM uses it. But I know boosted vehicles run a pretty high cylinder air mass compared to an A1. So right now this one's at a 1. A typical fairly hot LS1 would be probably a 0.64 to a 0.72 cylinder air mass at wide open throttle. Again, depending on, you know, barrel conditions and all that stuff, but it literally is just how much fuel it's using in an air and all. Like, it's just I wouldn't use that with a grain of salt, but it's a good comparison. So it'll tell you if one of your gauges is a Lion, definitely, or if you're down on power or something. But it's a good tool to use. You gotta, I mean, your data log in it, so why not? But right now, it still says it's a 10.0 air fuel. I don't know if I trust the son-of-a-bitch or not. So I'm gonna make this pull. If it don't say anything other than a 10.0 on this pull, I'm gonna go put my wideband on it, because it's an auto meter one, and I ain't trusting it. So it seems like it's fairly accurate driving around. So I don't know. All right, back there. Let me get on the highway. I'm sorry, the closed course. There we go. All right, so I trust the wideband. It read like a 11.1, totally fine. So it pulled pretty good right there. So since this is on pump gas, I might just leave it right there. Towards the top, it went like a 10.8, but I'm gonna lean that up just a little bit. But since this is on pump gas, and I want kind of a little bit of a threshold of some cooling, you know, so I don't run lean and blow up, I'm gonna just leave it at 1120 air fuel. I'm not gonna play with fire with this one. So if it was on E85, I would totally play with fire with this thing. It'd be like an 11.8 air fuel, and we'd be cranking up some timing. So right now, I'm gonna leave it like it is, and just lean it up just a hair above $6,000, and then send it on its merry way. Alright, I figured I'd give you guys a little under the hood look. It's literally just an LS2 with a A&A blower on 6 pounds, Holley high ram, and some Deka 80s. Nothing crazy, honestly. 243 head still. I mean, it's literally nothing crazy. So, about 600 horsepower-ish, somewhere around there. Cool car, though. Quick enough for the street, so. That's going to do it for this one.